Hello, this is Dr. Ai doing part 2 of the series on cancer. Today I'm talking about breast cancer and what you need to know. And I'm going to be talking about stage 0 breast cancer. Why is breast cancer important? Well, we all love our mothers, our wives, girlfriends, whatnot, the women figures in our lives. The same breast that fed you one day becomes a weapon with which the enemy gets rid of women. That's why we've got to talk about it. In my last video, I talked about cancer in general. Cancer is a huge problem. In the United States alone, in 2022, 983,160 men will be diagnosed with cancer. So will 934,870 women. In other words, let's just round it up to a million. A million people that you know will be diagnosed with cancer in the United States alone. Out of that number, in women, 31% will be due to breast cancer. And 15% of those women will die this year. That is a big problem. In other words, every day, about 800 new cases of breast cancer are diagnosed in the United States of America, and 120 people will die from breast cancer every day. As a matter of fact, it means in every 5 minutes, about 5 people will die every 5 minutes from breast cancer. In Ghana, the situation is even more dismal. Out of the 14,000 cancers in women in 2020, a good 31% was due to breast cancer. So in the year 2020 alone, 4,482 women were diagnosed with breast cancer in Ghana, 2,797 due to cancer of the cervix, making up 20%. So we've got to talk about cervical cancer next. But breast cancer, 31% of women die or were diagnosed with breast cancer in Ghana. Out of this, 50% of women with breast cancer in Ghana will die. So in the US, people who are diagnosed with breast cancer, 15% of them will die. In Ghana, 50% of them will die from breast cancer. And I'll explain in a minute why that is. The bottom line is cancer is an issue, but you can do something about it. If you're a man, watch this carefully so you can advise the women in your life. So this is my little model. It's for modeling clothes, but it shows the breast, and we're going to cut through the breast in a moment. If you take the breast that looks like this and you cut through it, you're going to find that it's filled with the machinery for making breast milk. Now, inside this, you have little ducts that carry breast milk to the nipple. So I have created a little model that you can use to visualize what's going on with the breast. Everything you see in red is abnormal, so focus on the good ones for now. These lobules are the milk production factories in our bodies. Once the milk is made, it is carried to the nipple through these ducts. Now, these ducts look like little tubes. So I want you to remember two zeros. The tube with an O and stage 0 breast cancer and 0% mortality. These tubes carry milk to the nipple. The tubes are lined with normal looking cells, nice and pink. Of course, they're not pink in your body, but nice and pink, and you have your little tube. So for whatever reason, a woman gets breast cancer. It's still within the tube. It's called stage 0. The way to detect stage 0 breast cancer is by performing a screening mammography. And if you pick cancer up at stage 0, the mortality, at least 5-year mortality, is 0. There's 100% survival. So when we say we're fighting breast cancer, we're not putting on gloves, we're taking action. And that action is that you tell every woman above the age of 40 to get a screening mammogram and repeat it every year. Because if you catch this cancer at this stage in those ducts, it is completely curable. So the lesson from this video: stage 0 breast cancer can be detected. You can help in the fight against breast cancer by encouraging the woman in your life to get a mammogram, because it will save their lives. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.